Whoa! Welcome to the What's Up Verdict podcast. We fashion ourselves cinematic Judge and Jerry. My name is JJ Crowder. I'm here with my co-hosts Mattson
Better red than dead.
and Alec Burgess.
Let's get it.
We appreciate you tuning in. Go ahead and hit that follow, subscribe, like, bell notification buttons. Tell a friend about us. Tell a family member about us. You might as well tell those ghosts that are haunting your house about us, or the wackos from the big city that come in and remodel your house into some weird ass shit. They can tell them about us too. We like all of our audience members, regardless of their weird quirks. But with that, before we get too far into the next week of our final week even of Practically Perfect, let's talk about our sponsor, Manscaped. We appreciate them. They've been sponsoring us for a while now. We love their sponsorship. We love their products. And ladies and gentlemen, it's still a pleasure to announce that the smooth sack summer is officially upon us. When you're playing in the summer sun, you got to make sure that you're groomed from pubes to bum. So thanks to our friends at Manscaped, you can make the season your smoothest yet. The Performance Package 5.0 Ultra, which we have and love, is the ultimate bundle to keep your boys downstairs cool while looking hot. Join the 10 million men worldwide who trust Manscaped with our exclusive offer. You can get 20% off plus free shipping when you go to manscaped.com and use code THEVERDICT, all one word. Summertime and trimming, and the trimming is easy. Man, can't say enough about those guys at Manscaped. They let us be really weird and fucking inappropriate, and they are too. But they make a good product. I've just recently tried the preserver, the crop preserver. It's the anti-chafe ball deodorant. Man,
I've been using that.
Have you? Look, I had a bad experience when I was a younger dude. Put some actual deodorant on my balls one time to try to keep them because it's sweaty and I don't like the summer.
You had your first fire crotch?
That wasn't my first. I had plenty of friends that love to prank by putting icy hot
joke.
in your
JJ's
balls.
Right over that.
See,
He went more to like the venereal diseases section of the fire crotch.
No, I was thinking more about like my friends being assholes and putting icy hot in your boxers. That's what I was. I don't know if you've ever experienced that. That's an unpleasant experience, but you won't have that problem with Manscaped and their anti-chafe ball deodorant. It's actually quite pleasant. So go get 20% off and free shipping with the code THEVERDICT at manscaped.com. Again, that's 20% off plus free shipping with the code THEVERDICT, all one word, at manscaped.com. It's smooth sack summer, boys. So get on board or get left behind.
Would we like to hear a poem?
Yes,
absolutely. I'm going through withdrawals on the poems. It's time.
In the bright days of summer, under skies clear and blue, a redhead took the stage with a mane of fiery hue. He grabbed his trusty tool, the Manscaped lawnmower, ready to groom his gardens from hills to every flower. With a buzz and a hum, the machine did its chore, leaving path of silky smoothness. Oh, the ladies would adore. No more wild jungles, just elegance and style. Thanks to the lawnmower, he wore just a cheeky smile. So here's to summer days with the redhead's dapper days. Smooth sacks and laughter under the sun's warm blaze. Cheers to the lawnmower, a hero in disguise, for transforming hairy woes into smooth, suave ties.
Oh,
yay!
Absolute perfection. It's been so long. That's your best one. I say that every time, but that's your best one yet. Like
now, Beetlejuice. Why you fucking hate it, Mattson?
Yeah. Oh God!
I'm waiting a whole week for this.
I can't wait to make that poem short. But yeah, it's time. Thanks, Mattson, for that. Thanks, Manscaped, for sponsoring this episode where we're talking about Beetlejuice. It was released March 30th, 1988. It was written by Michael McDowell, Larry Wilson, and Warren Scarn. It was directed by Tim Burton. It stars Alec Baldwin, Gina Davis, Michael Keaton, Annie McEnroe, Maurice Page, Hugo Stanger, Rachel Middleman, Catherine O'Hara, J.J. Saunders, and Winona Ryder. It's about the spirits of a deceased couple that are harassed by an unbearable family that has moved into their home and hire a malicious spirit to drive them out. Back to ones that I just don't feel do this movie justice, but that's okay. This is my movie, and I am hella proud of this pick. Like, listen, Beetlejuice is classic. You want to talk about nostalgia? You want to talk about funny? This movie put Michael Keaton well on his way to continue what he did throughout his whole career. Guy is a comedic genius, and that's the problem. Is most people relate Michael Keaton to Batman real quick. He was a comedian long before he was Batman, and he's funny as balls. But this movie, yeah, it's class. It takes me back to my childhood. Like, I love this film. I've always loved this film. I think it's hysterical. I think it's silly. It's got great effects, which is why it fits into our effect. What the fuck are you looking at, Alec?
I'm looking at Mattson's light show he's got going on.
I know, it's cool.
Trying to get my Beetlejuice vibes here.
What are you gonna do, Mattson?
Yeah.
I'm gonna be doing
curious.
some sand diving with some worms here shortly.
We don't like worms.
Yeah, no, sandworms are bad.
No.
But yeah, and it had to go on the list. We were doing, especially we wrapped up Practically Perfect with this one with the great stop motion claymation type effects. Like, man, that's one of the reasons Tim Burton is another standard setter when it comes to effects, especially in the practical realm. They don't always work, but they work for him and what he does. So this one's great. But yeah, Beetlejuice, man, what a great film. So excited they're doing a sequel finally this year.
Gosh.
It's called Beetlejuice.
Don't say that one more time.
I was gonna say, get it though.
Is Michael Keaton coming back?
Yeah, Michael Keaton. So's Winona Ryder. I think Catherine O'Hara might be coming back too. Yeah, Jenna. Oh, why can't I think of her last name? She's all the rage right now. Jenna. She did Wednesday.
Terrible news. That was depressing. And on that note,
yeah,
I think one of the reasons you like this movie, and well, both of you do, is because this movie is full of dark comedy, like more of that dark humor, and both of you guys seem to really like that.
Beetlejuice is a learned scholar. He went to Juilliard after all, and Harvard Business School. Mattson.
Oh,
all right, I just froze the shiz out right there.
That's hilarious.
What just happened?
Not to mention, he's traveled and he's gone through the Black Plague. So
yeah, I lived through it.
This dude
had some good times.
A legit OG.
He's legend.
Yeah,
legend.
I didn't hear any of that because you guys all froze up on me. So I was in like a multiverse right there.
That's all right. We just said Michael Keaton and Beetlejuice are like,
yeah. What I was saying in our alternative universes, one of the reasons I know both of you like this movie is because it's full of dark comedy. And what we know about both of you is Alex got some stuff in his brain.
Whoa.
Self-professed. And JJ at times.
It's nice and smooth. No valleys or lumps or ridges or bumps.
As we know with JJ's humor, he finds a lot of things funny that many of us do and don't. But like he said, 7.5 out of 10 on IMDb. So there's people out there just like him. But I think, yeah, this is more like a gag and dark comedy, more style. And yeah, it's just not. I mean, JJ could have immediately said this is not a Mattson flick and said that with full confidence.
You know, I did, but I also I hold out secret hope for you sometimes, Mattson, and like I'll pick a film like this that I know you're gonna. You're dead. I pick a film like this that I know deep down in my conscious, subconscious, whatever, that you're not gonna like, and I'm like, but maybe he'll surprise me. Obviously,
but some movies I do.
Time.
I do surprise you and like, what's the one I really hurt your feelings on though? Like
Uncle Buck.
Uncle Buck, and then what was the no? Uncle Buck about broke me. But what was the other one that
ruined our perfect legendary all 5 months?
Yeah, no, there was another one that he caught me on too. Gross Point Blank. He fucking.
Oh yeah, that was when it really hurt your feelings on though. You thought the whole time I was coming with the I like this movie more. Don't worry, this movie, JJ, I'm on brand. There's no. Did not like Michael Keaton as Beetlejuice. I didn't really find him funny.
That's blasphemous. The fucking how do you?
He's the best part of this movie.
Seriously,
he's only on the screen for like 17 minutes.
I know, and he steals every second.
Minutes is great.
Yeah,
it's probably more because this movie's just it's too wonky for me. It's too much. It's too wonky.
I don't.
I mean,
couldn't
does
get
that
around
mean
it.
you don't like us because we're too wonky for you too? Like, if you had to rate me out of 5, Mattson, what would I be?
Alec, I'm not even sure I really know who you are.
I know exactly who
Sometimes
he
I'm
is, and
not
it
sure you
terrifies me,
fully
and I love it.
know who you fully are because
I
I
don't
feel
have
like
a clue.
we found new layers of you in this podcast as we watch movies. You're like when we did Silence of the Lambs, like that was like a moment for
Okay,
you.
so I related to a psychopath on the last 17 films. I've had a psychopath in them. That's just coincidence, Matt.
Like this movie to me, if I was to say, if they were to ask me, would Alec be more like the genie or Beetlejuice? Easy Beetlejuice pick. Like this is
Yeah.
yeah, like you would
It's
be
showtime.
Where I could say if
it's
I
like my
asked the
spirit
same
animal.
question for JJ, I could see JJ being genie, but secretly JJ would prefer to play Beetlejuice inside as well.
Question
Oh, yeah.
for the audience. Are we talking genie like I Dream of Genie, or are we talking genie from like Aladdin?
Aladdin, come on.
Yeah.
Just want to make sure because I just got a mental image of JJ in a little like genie blonde hair outfit, and it was strangely not uncomfortable. Yeah.
That's right.
But both of you as Beetlejuice I could very much see this happening.
Oh, I love it, and I think like I think I told you guys like I don't dance. Like I'm a fat white dude that's never had rhythm in his life when it comes to dancing. But there's only yeah.
I mean,
There's
what
only-
other kind of
I
what
know
other
you know
kind
the
of
Tevye.
yeah,
what-
that's fair. I do know that.
I guess
But that's what I'm
there's
saying. There's only 2 dances I've ever done in my life actively: the Tevye dance and the Beetlejuice dance. Like that's it. Like when he's going to the strip club and he's doing like the skip to the right, skip to the left, a little twist. I used to do that up and down the gym floor during little school dances. It was great. What's a guy got to do around here to have a little fun? Get a little action. Beetlejuice is one of the to me, and you're right, he's not in it very often, but when he's in it, like it is the funniest 17 minutes because there's not a moment that I don't get a kick out of that character going nuts. Like I just
because they let
love it.
him be pretty unscripted.
Yeah. And it's great. It's
When
great.
life gives you lemons, you make lemonade.
Yeah. Absolutely. So I have to when you say it's wonky or like I guess like I need the rundown on what you mean by wonky, Mattson.
Just the whole vibe of this movie. From the family to the home architecture to the open when you die and open the door, you're in a sand dune with a giant 2-headed or maybe triple-headed worm, and then when you go to the DMV of death and
Okay,
like
the
all like
DMV of death is hilarious.
Like I
Now
wouldn't have
we're
minded
being
that switch, but
poor.
there's no like it's so outlandish and out there, and like the Beetlejuice in the model town and not in it, and like they're in the bed sheets, but then they can be like it's just too much. I would have preferred if there was like the normalcy of the human side of things and the ludicrousy of like the death side, and they somehow came together. Maybe it would worked more, but it's too much all the time, and I don't vibe with it. It's like a Bill and Ted.
Here we go. And I say the same thing about this. It's intelligent fucking humor. It's so funny. All right, Alec, go ahead. You were about to say something, and I'm
I was just
here
gonna
for
say,
it.
Intelligent humor when you're sitting in the DMV of death, and what's partly funny is you're sitting next to this voodoo doll that has a short head, and then because you're Beetlejuice and you talk too much and you think too highly, you finally get your head shrunken. How is that intelligent humor? That's like a 5-year-old came up with
because
that.
you
Like,
don't
"Oh, it's so
swap
funny."
spots with the voodoo headhunter.
Yeah, like
You don't
not-
swap your ticket with that
But
guy.
we all saw that coming a mile away. Was set like we could have like there
Yeah,
was nothing.
that's what's so great about it. We all saw it. Beetlejuice didn't.
But that was like the outlandish moment. Now think about this one. Okay, I'm gonna bring it down to your level here on the college football
No,
side.
not down to my level. Bring it up to my level.
When you go
Great way
into
down.
when you go into the ladies, they go into the lady and the college football players there. They all just died in the bus wreck, and like he's like comes back, he goes, "Hey coach, do we have a
It was driving
curfew?"
credit.
Yeah, no, I love it. Do we have a curfew? Like that's hilarious because these guys are so ingrained and they're so stupid football player, but they're so ingrained in this college football life where they have a fucking curfew. Like that's all they think about when they transition to death is, do we get to party? Did we survive the bus? Where is coach? And they call her coach. And then he's asking about the same things that he would ask about in life. Like to me, like I'm watching that going, that's really funny. Cause like that's to me, if there is an afterlife, like to me, that's what you would do. Like I don't think you go from this life to the next and shit changes like that much. Like I'm still gonna think the same. I'm still gonna feel the same.
Yeah, but I also know
So it's
that
like
my coach
hilarious.
doesn't look like a 75-year-old lady that smoked one too many packs of cigarettes. I'm not gonna call her a coach
Okay,
because that ain't my
this
coach.
movie was what, the 80s, 1988?
88, yeah.
Okay, Mattson, CTE was not known then. So, this college football player was
that
about
was
15
funny.
concussions
That was
too
funny.
far gone.
They didn't have targeting back then.
Like
See, if they
straight
could,
up,
if they could
this dude
update
was
that,
like,
if they could have pulled a George Lucas and done the CGI added and thrown that into that scene, I would have laughed. That would have been funny. Gosh,
yeah.
oh, that was
Well,
funny.
and to me, like the whole dynamic of these two humans that are very nice people that have to become these malevolent spirits to try to chase away the family that's moved in, that's very neurotic and very weird, to the point that 99% of people that could have moved in the house would have left the house based on what was happening. Even the sheets, the ghost shit, their kid like not being able to get in, the door shutting when they're like, all of that weird shit would have chased most people away. Bad juju, if you will. Yeah. But they get the one family that's got this like weird goth daughter that sees them and loves it and wants to join them because they're so nice and cool. Like just the whole dynamic of it is so ridiculous and so circumstantial that it becomes a comedy of errors and weird. And so I'm just giggling like as they rip her face off or like she elongates and her eyeballs pop out. Like they have to like, and she's being a coach. That was the other part that made me laugh. She's like, all right, no, you're not leaving here till I see it. I got to see what you're going to do. Like she was just being a coach in that same moment that they were having it. So like just all of that conflagration of just these weird moments to me is what makes this movie outside of Michael Keaton funny. Whenever Michael Keaton's on, it's just funny because he's funny. Like he just kills it.
I hated Beetlejuice. Just
Oh,
my teeth.
I can't even imagine. Like how is that? Oh, as he's flipping through the paper, dude's paper. Oh, I love it. It's great.
yeah, like, so I have a weird relationship with this movie, right? Because the first time I saw it, I hated it, and I didn't
Really?
watch it. I didn't watch it growing up. Like, it was just a couple years ago. Oh, she was like, "Oh, you gotta watch this." It's kind of like, this is fucking stupid, and
thank you.
and she's made me watch it a couple more times, and like I like it more and more each time. But it's also kind of weird because it's almost like while I'm watching it, I don't really appreciate as much as I do looking back into watching it. Or like after the movie's done, I'm kind of sitting there going, "Oh yeah, no, this is fucking hilarious." It's a weird relationship because I almost like it more after I finish watching it and I'm just reflecting on it than I do when I actually watch it. I don't get it either, Mattson. It's weird.
No, I do get it because you see yourself as Beetlejuice. Like, if I were to die and I had a job, this is my job.
Yeah,
You'd be great at it.
I would. But it's just so funny. I crack up at all the, like Mattson was saying, all the dark humor, right? Like the fact that if you want to live yourself, you become a civil servant in the afterlife is like so fucking messed up.
I love Otho.
Hilarious at the same time.
I love Otho. Like he's like, I'm almost as adept in the supernatural as I am in interior design. And then they cut to this really fucking stupid ass like hallway with like a wall and there's nothing else there. I'm like, so you don't know shit about the supernatural. It's so great. I love Otho because he's so terrible.
And then the other thing that kind of gets me is it's so funny, the running joke about like the handbook for the recently deceased.
Yeah.
Like this is something that apparently anybody could pick up, and these guys lose theirs like as much as Oshi loses her phone, right? It's constantly gone. They have no idea where this handbook is, even they're supposed to be reading it. Like I think they spend the least amount of time with the actual handbook of any character in entire film.
Well, and I love that they can't understand it. Like they're struggling because again, they're so nice. And this whole handbook is about how to be a haunting ghost and get through it. But they're so nice they can't do it. And then you have Lydia come in, who's again this little strange goth girl, and she gets it right away. And then you have all these weirdos that are reading it, the Othos studying it and figuring out all the shit to fuck everything up with it. Like it's just the characterization of each character and how well they fit that mold and continue throughout the film to make the same decisions or like the little nuance about each character. It's a very Tim Burton thing, right? Like he's not an in-your-face character development movie maker, but he does have a lot of character value that he writes throughout his movies. And this is a great example of it, that each, I mean, even to the mom, like even down to like at the very end when they're in the house and everything's good. And like she comes popping in with the snake head to scare the dad. It's just, she's doing her art and she's doing what she knows with her
probably
art.
what it is. Is there a Tim Burton movie I actually like? There's probably not.
Wow. You like Nightmare Before Christmas?
No, I don't really jive with those either.
Oh man, the more I learn, how are we still friends, dude?
Yeah, I don't really like it. That's like my least favorite level in Kingdom Hearts.
And we are the wonky ones.
Oh shit. That may be the funniest thing you've ever said in the 5 years I've known you. Like,
but that's how I came across Nightmare Before Christmas. I'd never seen it
till
Kingdom Hearts. I was like, what is this? Like, why does anyone care about this? And I was like, oh, I guess I gotta watch this. And then I did.
Oh man.
But I like Oogie Boogie. I'm a fan of him.
Dude.
From Kingdom Hearts?
Well, he's in Nightmare Before Christmas. So
yeah.
Right, but do you know him from Nightmare Before Christmas or from Kingdom Hearts?
Well, both now, but first Kingdom Hearts.
Dude, that was hilarious. That was great. I got that was yeah.
You got the full recline laugh,
dude. You got that. When I came out of that laugh, I was dizzy. Like that. My fat ass wasn't getting enough oxygen to my brain, and I was laughing so hard. That was a good one. I like that. Man, Beetlejuice, so funny. Yeah. Let's rate it. Okay. It's my movie. I'm going first. It's a fucking 5, bitches. Like this is this movie. There is not a moment in this movie, and it's short. It's an hour and a half long. Perfect length. Hilarious. There is not a moment in this movie I'm not entertained.
Hey, get up here.
Oh God, here we go.
Gave Beetlejuice a 5. Come get up here. JJ gave Beetlejuice a 5. Come get up here. Get up here. Come talk to our audience.
This feels unfair. Like I can't be mean to your wife, dude. Like
she's just gonna tell you how dumb this movie is. I'm bringing in some backup.
This movie is hysterical. It's entertaining. It's smart. It's funny. It's dark. It's a 5. It's great. I'm gonna end now before I get told.
Hello.
My JJ, Hi. My rating is gonna come from my beautiful wife.
I look scary. Hi.
Hey, it's Beetlejuice.
No.
Oh, Beetlejuice.
I didn't. That was Alec.
JJ did. 100% that was JJ.
I am pregnant. Okay, be nice to me. What am I doing?
You just gave Beetlejuice a 5.
I gave it a 5.
Why?
It is a
What's broken in
film.
your brain?
Well,
okay.
That's
psychologically.
That's a deep question.
You have to answer this. What does it give you? Like, there's got to be something mentally broken.
Well, yes. I mean, like I said, we know this about me. That's
what's
not
broken in
that's
you.
Not
a lot of things.
So you're saying that if people have to like this movie, you have to be like mentally deranged?
No, I'm not saying that at all. I'm just saying
it helps though.
It's an excuse that I have in when I'm talking to people like yourself and Mattson who don't like this movie. I can explain it away that way. It is creepy, but it's meant to be creepy.
No, but
it's creepy. It's funny. It's entertaining. Like that's why. Like I'm entertained when I watch it. Like I laugh. I get the depth of character from these two people that are stuck in this horrible situation, and they're very nice, so they can't fit in this new world that they're in of haunting people. It's freaking hilarious.
Do you have an Oedipus Rex problem? Are we Freudian or what?
Tell our listening audience what that's about.
No,
You
I
know
don't
what
have
that
an
is,
Oedipus
right?
complex, but no.
Alec, do you know what that is?
That's the Greek dude who fucked his mom, right?
Ding, ding, ding.
Yep, I know who
Freud.
Oedipus is.
Yeah.
So to like something like Beetlejuice, you got to be like a Freud person.
No.
Yeah,
What does
what
that have
like
to do with liking, like being like, okay, so the sexualization, sure, like he's a hypersexual character, but he's been dead for 160 years. But
but he's still going and
He
looking
lived
at
through the
people's
Black
art.
Plague. He went to Juilliard and Harvard Business School.
He's
He's
so
a gentleman and a scholar.
How
That's
can
right.
you live through the Black Plague and do that at the same time? All I gotta say is there's got to
I'm
be
just
something
reading his
psychologically broken in your brain.
well, I've
Plus,
never
he's a
denied
gentleman
that.
because he waited for the women.
Did you
to
like it
propose.
too, Alec?
Yes.
Of course.
What?
Of course,
I don't
Alec
know if you're
liked
allowed
it.
to do this podcast around these people.
Oh God! Look, your husband admitted to us that the only reason he knows about Nightmare Before Christmas is because of a video game. So, like,
What?
it's not like his exactly. Do you know what his exact line was when he's like, "I don't like Tim Burton."
What's about?
He said, "I don't really like Tim Burton movies."
Yeah,
I'm like,
because
"Even
Tim Burton
Nightmare
is psychologically very
Sure, he's fucked up, but like that's what I asked is you don't like Nightmare Before Christmas? He's like, I didn't even like I don't that's my least favorite level in Kingdom Hearts.
It is.
But look,
All I gotta say is you got an Oedipus syndrome. That's gotta
I
be the
don't
only
want to
explanation of
fuck
this.
my mother. That's
Hey, this is a license. This is a license. I'm going to be using this for
So
the rest of our
Now I
podcast.
got a question. I got a weird question.
Did you get a lobotomy? Like
maybe
what?
I might need one.
You might need one. What's
yeah.
up?
So Oceana really likes this movie. Like, she's the reason that I ended up starting to like this movie.
Yeah.
So Oceana's my wife.
Okay.
Does she have an Oedipus complex too? Because that's going to be really fucking.
No,
with
it's
my
different for
marriage.
girls.
Then what is their complex?
Penis envy. Or the Electra syndrome.
The what?
Okay. Oh, good Lord.
So I think the opposite one is Electra, where you want to have sex with your father from
Mhm.
Freud.
Well, I
Or
don't know, because
it's-
she's a bastard who doesn't know her dad.
I'm just telling you, or she has penis envy. If it's Freudian. But I'm not saying she does. Sorry, Oshi, I like you.
Actually,
It's not your problem.
I got a question.
We're sorry. He's
Oh
small.
God. This fucking podcast is off the rails and I love
This
every
is
second of it.
The only one I'm saying has issues is JJ because psychologically I know him the most, and there's gotta be something broken in your brain. I don't know if she sounds like a fabulous human, but JJ
this is gonna
a
be
little
a
effed.
great
Give him our rating.
conversation.
What's your rating out of
Our
5?
rating is -2.
Whoa, you can't do that.
That's
Zeros
against
is
the
low
We
rules.
as
can't
you
get
can go.
natives?
No.
Zeros as low as you can go.
1
0.51,
second.
1.52. Point, you get 0.5.
We're doing 0.5.
Ugh. It's not as painful.
If
as
you are
Uncle
not
Doc, but-
psychologically deranged like JJ over here, then yeah, you won't like this movie.
This guy got to do to get a little action.
Nice.
it's great.
Alex than him. So
Yeah.
Alex worse than him?
yeah, Alex. He's got 2 scars loose.
Really?
This is we know.
Oh,
We
Only
can
2?
psychoanalyze you. I was like, we can do that one.
Only
All right, you
two.
go.
All right.
See you later.
I'm very happy to have invited my lovely wife Taylor, the co-host of Scissors Podcast, here to back me up and give me material for the rest of the ongoing life of this podcast.
Oh God. Just for the record, I don't want to have sex with my mother. Never have.
That's what they all say.
Yeah. Alec, bring us home, buddy. Shit got weird real quick.
Oh, geez, I don't know. I mean, it's kind of a big decision, isn't it? I mean, I always said if I ever did, I was going to go big. And once that was it. Oh, well.
Yes.
I'm going to give it a 5.
Yes.
Good job. Like the acting. Well done.
Love it. Love it.
Oh man.
Speak. I love it. 5s and then that 0.5. So I'm counting that as a 5.
The decimal's just in the wrong place.
Yeah, exactly.
I will. I'm not going to give it a. I was going to go a 2.
Oh, okay. That's fair. We can still be friends. I don't don't know how I feel about Taylor though. Calling me Oedipus Rex. It's a little rough. But with that, Alec, tell everybody where they can find
Hey,
us
you
after
hurt
this
his
insane
feelings.
shit.
Alec, you can't hurt Alec's feelings, but you hurt JJ's feelings.
Damn. We say damn.
You hurt his feelings. He's gonna have to talk to R2D2 after this.
Man, you guys are no fun.
He knows he's messed up.
Dale.
He just didn't like the Oedipus complex.
He said right after he didn't want to have sex with his mother, and I said that's what they all say.
That is very typical for people to be in denial of.
Licensed therapist over here, people.
Dude, I want
Unfortunately,
just a
don't listen to
therapy
me.
session of Taylor telling JJ all of the things that are wrong with him.
It would be entertaining.
As much as I wish that were true, we were just all having a good time.
Yeah. No, it's fine.
Actually, I don't wish that to be true at all. So that I should revise that. We probably should re-edit that
Nope,
this
too
day.
late.
Yeah,
Yes.
that
We
makes
can't
me
fix it
feel
in
weird.
post. This
Yep.
is practical, perfectly month.
Yeah.
We cannot fix anything in post.
That's right.
I just
Raw
needed someone to back
dogging
me up.
all month.
I was feeling bullied and ganged up in a corner, and a sandworm was gonna swallow me alive.
Okay, Mattson, JJ and I would never game bang you.
That's true. Maybe
You
one at a
said you were
time,
feeling ganged
but-
up on. We would never game bang you. I don't want you to feel that way.
It's
I'm not
fair.
gonna lie, my mind went somewhere else there for a second, and then I remembered exactly what you were saying, and that makes you feel a lot better. Yeah.
That's good. But now, Alec, tell everybody where they can find us.
Let's see. Blah, blah,
Tell them where you can find
You
these smooth
guys are
sacks
no
from
fun.
Lawnmower Manscaped.
That's right.
Right. So thank you for tuning into our review of Beetlejuice. Beetlejuice is one of those all-time need-to-watch movies, but there's no real reason why. Nobody knows. No. How did you all like this movie? Do you agree with our review? Let us know in the comments below. And special thanks to our current patrons, Rich, Male Nipple Appreciation Society, and Mel Brooks for the topic and the choice. And with that, I will kick it back to the King of Crash, the Mauling Mastodon, or JJ.
Yes, sir. Thanks, Alec. This has been wild. It's the series of very interesting episodes. Started off real slow. Last couple weeks have been interesting, so appreciate it.
Look, my listeners,
Your listeners.
again, man of the people, if you listen
Okay,
because you
which one of us
enjoy-
has a complex now?
never would deny that. I'm just trying to save him from these two buffoons over here. But really, it's not really Alec this time around. I still not really sure how I feel. It's been good to get a little bit of disagreements with Alec over here, but I just gotta let you all know JJ's humor is broken. He's something happened to him when he laughed one time too many at clowns, and just it all went downhill. I don't know. Just rest my case there. Thank you all for listening.
That's okay.
Yeah. Well, thanks for the invite to your TED Talk.
Yeah. Stand in the red circle. And with that, as always, we appreciate you tuning in. We'll catch you on the next one.
Bye.
Oshi, I got a question for you.
Send the magic out.
Whoa!